Hi, my name is Worley, and I would like to share a devotional thought with you today. We all get discouraged spiritually and struggle with dark times in our lives. Some days our situation and our circumstances tend to overwhelm us, and we struggle just to find time to pray, much less find time to sit down and read God's Word. For one reason or another, in these times, God often seems far away, distant, unreachable. David faced times like this in his life. The book of Psalms is filled with verses that express his despair and his loneliness and his feeling of abandonment. And we can also see in Psalms the key to overcoming these dark periods of life. If you would, we're going to look in Psalm 119, verses 89 through 85. Psalm 119, verses 89 through 95. The Lord exists forever. Your word is firmly fixed in heaven. Your faithfulness endures to all generations. You have established the earth, and it stands fast. By your appointment, they stand today. For all things are your servants. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my misery. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. I am yours. Save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked lie in wait to destroy me, but I consider your decrees. He starts, the Lord exists forever. Your word is firmly fixed in heaven. Your faithfulness endures to all generations. You have established the earth, and it stands fast. By your appointment, they stand today. You see, my circumstances, my situation, my feelings, they haven't changed God. He is the same God today as he was yesterday and will be the same God tomorrow. He's the very same God today as he was when he placed the stars in the sky. He's the same God today as he was when he led the Israelites to freedom and led them through the Red Sea. He's the same God today as he was when he took the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish and fed the 5,000. The psalmist continues, for all things are your servants. Did you catch that? All things. That means even the things affecting me right now are God's servants. The circumstances, the people, the events around me, they're all under God. They are his servants, designed to help me, to grow me, to bless me spiritually. The psalmist continues to write, if your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my misery. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. I am yours. Save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked lie in wait to destroy me, but I consider your decrees. Remembering God's faithfulness and his control over everything that touches us, it should give us strength to walk with God even when we feel like giving up. In those dark times when we want to give up. After all, our situation, our feelings, nor our circumstances have changed God, nor will they ever change him. He is perfectly capable of sustaining us. He's willing to sustain us if we only let him. We simply need to choose to delight and diligently consider God's precepts, God's principles, his character, despite how we feel. I'll tell you, choosing to delight in God is not always easy. It sometimes even involves hard work. But only God can revive our soul. Only God can save our soul from those dark spiritual times. Next time you're feeling drained spiritually or spiritually inadequate, remember that you have a choice. You have a choice. You can choose to wrap yourself up in excuses and self-pity, or you can choose to draw your strength from an unfailing, unchanging God. My prayer this week is that God will surround you and your loved ones with an abundance of blessings. Have a great week. God bless.
If you would like more information, or if you'd like to participate in our Bible studies and worship services, we would love to have you come join us at the Northeast Church of Christ in Albuquerque, New Mexico.